with over 30 years of experience. The bad boys from Lapa, the first to serenade. In the right corner, 57-year-old 48-karat gold swinging stars. The Clash of the Brass Swinging Stars versus Serenade. Reference Mr. Mix and Prince Maddox enters $30. Who will win? County versus Bing, Dangles versus Bob, Lloydie against Daddy Chess, Alicia against Tasha P, supported by Digicel. The Clash of the Brass Stars versus Serenade. December 30th at the Strip.
Mrs. Filbert Dubuti be your high heel api Lotla Alame because it break. Iheli, there should be a vehicle maintenance man patrolling every mile of road in Dominica for things like that. It's daytime flat laplik at Obi and it's a Monday morning. Modi, have you heard of Triple R? Idi momoka paleko double kwadimoko triple. Modi, relax man, because Triple R is the answer to your problem. Yes, sir. On the Kenfield Highway at the Highway Auto Center just after the Kenfield Massac School is your night in shining armor. Or people can drive back on it and you can what you except to put gas and drive. Like this lady, your vehicle needs oil, ma'am. Yeah, coconut oil. And they play uwa. And they call the professionals. Who need a problem? Asushime, your battery dead, flat tire, who run short, or you need fluid service, who lakle or you jam chakoti and you need towing service. Aniki 235 or 613-3355. The Memco Mrs. Fire help is on the way as low as $24 a month or $240 a year. 235-613-3355. Rapid roadside rescue, Triple R. You're too jupaboy when you are not.
Christmas meets Carnival Punch Party on Sunday, January 1, New Year's Day, from 7 p.m. to midnight. The street on the Lubia Highway will come alive with the greatest dance band in the world, 48-karat gold swinging stars, Mr. Mix and Prince Maddox.
Static. They call me
Christmas meets Carnival Punch Party, Sunday, January 1, 7 p.m. to midnight. Come celebrate the new year and warm up for the 2017 Carnival season. Sunday, January 1, 7 p.m. to midnight with stars, Mr. Mix and Maddox at the strip on the Lubia Highway. Road safety will be observed and security will be trump tight. Supported by Digicel, the extraordinary network.
In an accident and need a tow? Call Triple R. Off to work and car battery won't start? Call Triple R. Locked out of your vehicle? Call Triple R. Radiator overheating? Call Triple R. Flat tire? Call Triple R. Gas tank on E? Call Triple R. Call 235-3355 or 613-3355 and join Rapid Roadside Rescue Triple R today. Sign up today for 1 year and get 2 months free or pay $24 per month. Triple R. Ready? When you're not. Terms and conditions apply.
Dragon Windows celebrates 15 years and welcomes you to celebrate this Christmas into the new year. From December 15 to January 31, it's volume-based discounts up to 10% on orders for various series, windows, doors, rails, fencing, shutters, up to 50% off on stock and showroom clearance sales. Win a chance to the Dragon Lucky Draws for fantastic household items with orders of $2,000 and more. Christmas presents, New Year's gifts. Come check out Dragon Windows for Collet
for the best deals
and gifts this season. The National Cooperative Credit Union Limited is offering cash secured loans at a very special 5.99% interest rate in time for Christmas and the New Year 2017. Members can use savings and deposits to quickly obtain loans for any purpose. Just walk into any of NCCU's 6 branches today and apply. Set your own repayment terms and get your same day loan. Promotion ends May 31, 2017.
Terms and conditions apply.
If you need things for Kaipur, you know where to go. So that how you ordinary, then you will go to an ordinary place for things. But if you know Unyo Bel Kai, if also Moon Kini class, then you go to Shama's Home Decor, downstairs DBS sales office. Shama's Kafuni with class, elegance, Pitenko chandeliers, candle holders, nothing to compare except you go to Buckingham Palace every way as we young and the restless. Mais c'est Shamani tout Pitenko pour bedroom, living room and kitchen. Tout bagay ka match. Et va changer côté Shama Home Decor ou pas obligé en Gouanjan pour kayou gade kon kay Gouanjan.
The Grand for Achievement Day Committee presents Christmas night, Sunday, December 25. The Puyo Boss, the hardest working out, the wet fed man, the line of man, Esa Bantan. For the first time in White City.
welcome to Q95's Lunchtime News Update for today, Tuesday, December 20th, 2016. In local news, husband of former Miss Dominica Nadira Lando, Morad Ghanem, has been sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for murdering his first wife, Vicky Ghanem, age 17. Ghanem was found guilty of first-degree murder on November 21, 2016 in California, after being charged with the 1992 murder of his first wife in the Los Angeles area. In other news, Puerto Rican beauty Stephanie Del Valle won the coveted Miss World 2016 title on Sunday, edging out runners-up from the Dominican Republic and Indonesia and other beauties from around the globe. Del Valle, age 19, who speaks Spanish, French, and English and hopes to get into the entertainment industry, called it an honor and a great responsibility to represent her Caribbean island after being crowned by Miss World 2015 Muriera La Laguna of Spain. First runner-up was Yaritza Miguelina Reyes Ramirez of another Caribbean nation, the Dominican Republic. Puerto Rico becomes the 17th country with multiple winners since Miss World started in 1951. And the German authorities say they cannot be sure if a man in custody was behind Monday's lorry attack on a Berlin Christmas market that killed 12 people. We have to entertain the theory that the detainee might possibly not have been the perpetrator, Federal Prosecutor Peter Frank told reporters. The style of attack and the target suggested Islamic extremism, he said. The man detained, who has denied involvement, arrived in Germany from Pakistan at the end of last year. He was captured in a park after reportedly fleeing the scene. And this concludes your Lunchtime News Update. I'm Linda Martin. Do join us again at 4 for the Prime Evening News Update. Good afternoon.
It's a Guinness Christmas special. Buy 5 cases of Guinness and get a t-shirt plus 1 case free. You heard right. This holiday season, buy 5 cases of Guinness Stout and get a free t-shirt plus 1 case of Guinness absolutely free. This offer is valid on cash purchases only. Must be 18 years and over. Terms and conditions apply. Drink Guinness responsibly.
Good afternoon, welcome. Welcome to Talk on the Block. Good afternoon again. Welcome to Talk on the Block. If it's on the block, we'll talk about it. Hey, Junior Christopher Eugene, I'm being told you're 18 today. Angela says go easy, even if you're 18. Huh? I don't know what she means by that, but go easy, okay? I hope you go easy yourself, Angela, up there in the valley. Trafalgar, good afternoon. Last week we began a discussion, and even yesterday I was somewhere, and somebody said, Matt, you guys were talking about customer service last week, huh? I went somewhere today and I had to turn back. So I'm hoping with the series of programs that we're doing that at least attitudes will change. We continue our discussion with Ms. Robertson today on customer service. Well, we're going to come back. We're going to come back.
It's a Guinness Christmas special. Buy 5 cases of Guinness and get a t-shirt plus 1 case free. You heard right. This holiday season, buy 5 cases of Guinness Stout and get a free t-shirt plus 1 case of Guinness absolutely free. This offer is valid on cash purchases only. Must be 18 years and over. Terms and conditions apply. Drink Guinness responsibly.
The National Cooperative Credit Union Limited is offering cash secured loans at a very special 5.99% interest rate in time for Christmas and the New Year 2017. Members can use savings and deposits to quickly obtain loans for any purpose. Just walk into any of NCCU's 6 branches today and apply. Set your own repayment terms and get your same day loan. Promotion ends May 31, 2017.
Terms and conditions apply.
But before we get into the do's and don'ts of customer service, I spoke to you about some communique to the police. Juve Band. I suspect the lawmen would not be made to participate in Juve Band this year. I don't think it's going down too well with some officers of police, huh? Kala John Baptist, you have been following this one?
Hi, Matt. Good afternoon to you. Yes, I have been following this one very, very closely. I have seen correspondence coming from the rank and file. What happened is that every year the police have a Juve band, and most times they, of course, for good camaraderie and everything, and a lot of people follow it for various reasons. And so this coming Carnival 2017 is no exception. They did ask, and as usual, they still seek permission. But lo and behold, they were written to, and they were told that the chief is not in favor of that. He has not approved them having a Carnival band for 2017. That is a Juve band for 2017. And I tell him that this is not going down well at all. With members, I saw communication from an inspector of police. I saw communication from a constable, and I've seen communication from other rank and file of the Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force who are not at all happy as to what is going on, because they're saying this is what every year brings people together, unity, and you have members of the public also forming part of this great Juve band for years. And they found it very, very strange that the chief of police decides that he is not going to approve the police of having a Juve ban for 2017. However, they are saying that they will not give up.
But Colonel John Baptist, what is the reason being put forward by the Commissioner of Police for not allowing a Juve ban?
I'm hearing various things, Matt, and I am hearing various things. I'm hearing talk about because of a lot of guns, quote unquote, out there, and the police have to be on the P's and Q's. But guns have always been out there. Illegal guns have always been out there. So I don't know. I think it is something that the police chief needs to look back at and call his men together. That is their normal form of recreation every Carnival Juve morning. And even in that way, when you have them there, you further assisting in a lot of times deterring crime.
Most people join for the police band for security purposes, so they feel safe.
Exactly. So when you see the police there, they are always on their P's and Q's. So to deny them that opportunity, I find it very, very not wise. I don't know, Matt.
Well, again, we would have to talk directly to the Commissioner of Police. He may have his own reasons why he does not want that ban on the street there, Juve morning. But as you said, from the WhatsApp messages I've been receiving for police officers, they're not too pleased with everything happening. I mean, if the morals low and everything, they just need some form of camaraderie here. And you're saying that you'll not be allowing them. But again, let's give the police Commissioner Carlisle, the benefit of the doubt. He may have his own reasons why, and maybe we'll get a chance to engage him, although he does not make himself readily available. I suspect he may be press shy.
But I have given him the benefit of the doubt, but now we have Mr. Pelham John Baptist, who is the police PRO, is now inspector. I want to congratulate him. He's now been promoted to the rank of inspector. He was acting inspector before. So it's an opportunity, and I've said to him to come out and speak because, as police PRO, there are certain things that you ought to be able to speak about as long as you are bringing out the message of the police, of the hierarchy of the police force.
I'm sorry, Carlisle, but I am very disappointed with my good friend Inspector Pelham John Baptist. I think the commissioner and the police rank should give him a chance to be a public relations officer.
I agree.
Right now, he's just sending voice notes. That's not how PR people work. You need to interact a little bit with the public.
I agree with you on that, and I've said that to him myself. But again, he's acting on instructions. All he does is send a voice note, and But again, like I said, he's acting on instructions. So
I hope one of this, Carlisle. I mean, with the security minister, I suspect most of this advice is coming from the security minister himself, Mr. Blackmore. I'm hoping that that he would be given the same mandate from the Prime Minister to send voice notes and have no press conferences. I wonder how we'd operate. maybe the Prime Minister should do the same. Let them come through him.
But seriously, Matt, in this modern day and age, you're sending a voice note to the press.
That is laughable. Anywhere else in the world, that would be laughed on.
I just saw in Jamaica that the Press Association of Jamaica wrote to the Prime Minister, the office of the Prime Minister, reminding him that since he has come to office, he's yet to have a press conference with all the press. And because that is what happens in Jamaica, to meet, yes, he has had interviews with various sections of the press, but they say that is not enough. We want you to have a press conference with all members of the press and allowing them to ask their questions.
Carlisle, did you get an invitation to dinner? That's nice, coming from the press secretary, inviting the media to dinner. I think it's next week, Ms. Kamala John Baptist. Did you receive that invitation for lunch, I think?
Yes.
Yes, you did. You
I
did.
did, and I want to say congratulations to her for doing something different.
This is the first time we've heard from the press secretary. We've been invited to lunch for Christmas, but that's good. Kamala should take a bow.
She should take a bow, Matt.
Yes, I have to give her that.
She's moved up notches ahead of our good friend Daryl Titt.
Where is Daryl Titt? I haven't seen him. I've seen him, but these days he don't talk to me. I don't know what I've done, but he doesn't talk to me.
Matt, Daryl has become cricket commentator, football commentator, funeral commentator, calypso commentator, Christmas song contest commentator. He is a commentator on every single thing. The funeral of the late Vic Riviere, I went there, then I went home. By the time I reach home, Daryl is the commentator.
Well, Carlisle, growing up as a young man, they always tell you have to try to find your way and find your strength. So maybe he's trying to find his strength. I wouldn't criticize Daryl, too much for that. He's here, there, and everywhere. I'm hoping that one of these days he will find his strength, because you cannot bite from every cherry. You really have to concentrate on one particular thing. So maybe, as I said, growing up, they say Rolling Stones got a what? No moss. Well, I'm hoping one of these days he might find that moss, Carlisle John Baptist.
But by now he ought to, because he has been doing calypso commentaries. Then you're in a funeral. You by now you need to find yourself, and
find your niche.
Find your niche.
Well, maybe he's the expert on all niches, so we'll find out.
That is my point. You cannot be. You cannot be.
You're not in Daryl's good book, so don't try to put more dirt on your wine there.
It is good books, but what I can tell you is, though, brace yourself about what I'm hearing. A lot of talk that a meeting was held in London where the Speaker of the Dominica House of Assembly would have attended. And I'm hearing that they have...
With Raymond Blackmore?
Yes. I'm hearing that association has not had an executive meeting for a while. And they basically almost defunct. And I'm hearing so many things about that association of parliamentarians, or whatever it is, I'm not too sure, Matt. And the speaker, Dominica Speaker, is heading it. And she goes to each and every one of them. They say she's claiming miles for...
Carlisle John Baptist, let's just leave that alone and leave the speaker. It's Christmas season, my brother. Leave the speaker alone, okay? 1:18 is the afternoon time. Let's move on. Carlisle looking for trouble, boy. 1:18. Okay, let's talk customer relations. Kathy, good afternoon. Kathy Robinson is our guest. How are you?
I am pretty good.
Kathy, tell the people who you are, because every time you come on, somebody has to remind me. You didn't tell me who Kathy is. Okay, Kathy, speak to the world.
Robinson. By career, I am a food safety and quality specialist. By vocation, I believe I'm called into wellness and well-being. I have a holistic center where we focus on the inner well-being of the person.
Where is that, Kathy?
It's going to be opened in January fully,
okay.
And it's upstairs Robinson's Deli, opposite the Old Market Plaza.
Okay.
On the top floor, the building right next to Jolly's.
Mm-hmm. Right, so it's a wholeness center?
It's a holistic center where we focus on meditation and yoga and energy. The energy flows within your body. And just being well, focusing on our tagline is living consciously through mindfulness.
All right. We'll explore that a little more sometime
later.
So that's
who Kathy is.
But Kathy, we spoke last week and a lot of good vibes, on the block, I say, about what we spoke about. Did you get any reviews after we spoke?
Yes, quite a bit. Persons say that they have listened to it. Persons have also given their input as to what customer service was. And though we want to be exactly optimistic, we still get so much negative with regards
But you get the vibes that they will listen for a day or two and maybe carry out some of the practices of good customer relations, but then a week after they're back in the old habits.
We're back in the old habits, but it's a matter of being consistent. And then again, I was just going through some research as well as to what is about customers always right. And one of the things that the top 5, the Huffington Post gave top 5 reasons why the customer is not always right is based on the employees should be number one. And if you have great employees, then you will have naturally good customer service. But I believe it's a cycle, because sometimes there are employees.
So let me get it right. The employees will bring out what they get at work. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. If you have a toxic environment, and if you have employers who do not care about or do not empower or motivate the employees, they're going to be disgruntled. When persons getting up on a Monday morning, I'm like, I have to go to work today. You want persons to come to work feeling happy and empowered and motivated to even go beyond and not even looking for the extra cent that they made if they went 1 minute after 4, because they're going to stay back to help the customer. So it's about, a lot of it's about the employee, the environment that the employee is engaged in, and the interaction between the managers and the boss. And sometimes there are workplaces with great programs, but then on the other side of the mouth, they're taking it back from the employee. So you have to really walk your talk and make the employees see that they are valued. That is the word, they are valued.
I was talking to an employee, and I'll call it the place, the business name of Jolly's last week. And he was telling me, man, it's so good to go to work because of the environment. They're talking about the management and their style. Right. Why can't all employers, adopt that style?
Because a lot of businesses adopt the personality of their employers. And we can have business owners, but who are not necessarily leaders. A leader can be made, but a lot of times a leader is born based on their personality. And if employers and managers really want to be great leaders, they can learn how to be. There are lots of books and stuff out there. Google is it,
Yes.
in terms of building up their skills and developing their skills on how to treat your employees to make them feel valued. Because if an employee feel valued, they will go the extra mile in treating the customers great. Without looking for something else. And as we mentioned earlier in our last segment too, a customer is not necessarily a customer, an external customer, not only the person who walks to the door, but the person who you work with, because sometimes you have to give them something within a time frame which would make them meet a deadline as well. And if you're not talking to that person, you'll say, let them stew. Is their name that's going to be on it? Report, not mine. Their report will be like, I don't care. You want persons to go to work embodying this culture that this is my business too. Make them feel like they belong. So when an irate customer calls, they will want to protect the reputation of the company. They'll want to do everything with regards to looking at it, well, if this company goes underwater, then that's my job or that's my livelihood, or as opposed to, I don't care, that's their business. And we hear a lot about that. That is their business, that is their job, that's not my business. I don't care about them. So you will want to change that culture in terms of dealing with customers, and there will be certain places where the customer becomes right, but not all the time.
All right, the question here this afternoon, Tuesday, December 20, is the customer always right? You can call us 449-3095, 449-3096, 449-3097. The big question again, is the customer always right? Because you go to many business places in Dominica, and you just get the impression, that you are begging to be served.
Yes, that's true. And we have to, but then again, when we're talking about the customer is always right, we give the impression that the customer can come and do anything that they want to in terms of disrespecting your employees.
That's a no-no.
That's a definite no-no. And there are sometimes the bosses have to stand up and fire a customer to give the word out there that, hello, you don't come in, you don't get the right to come in here and disrespect my employees. But one of the main things that we have seen, or I have experienced, you go to the shop and or a store, and there is a price tag on something. Let's say it says $50, and you take it up because you say, oh great, that fits my budget, and you go to the cash out and they say no, it's actually $100 and something. Well, in line of the customer is always right. By right, you have to give the customer the item with what the price tag says on it. That's in line with good ethics, okay? Because that is what you displayed as a cost of the item.
But it may be, Kathy, an error on the employer's part or the owner's part.
And they have to take responsibility and accountability for it. It's not about, oh, I'm sorry, that's not the price. No. You should be doing your work so efficiently and effectively that you should not have a wrong price tag. So if then you are misleading customers, because if that is just accepted as a norm, half the items in a store could be mistagged.
Call it false advertising.
On false advertising. It could be deceptively done. It could be purposefully done to bring customers in. And then I'm not saying all the time. It could be honest mistake. But then that is something that we need to be extremely careful of when it comes to price.
Let's take a phone call. Question: is the customer always right? Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Good afternoon. Yeah, you know what I find with that question? It's a ridiculous question. In that the customer can never be always right, neither be always wrong. So I think there should have been, it should have been posed differently than if the customer is always right.
Well, there are many businesses who will tell you, would advertise, the customer is always right in my place. They say that all the time. Hello, talk to me.
Good afternoon.
Uh-huh.
The customer is always right if the customer is treated right. All the time. But if he's not, then he's going to be disgruntled and you're going to have a problem on your hands. And that is the fact of the matter.
But don't you think sometimes that some customers are simply unreasonable?
Well, Matt, to use an analogy, you as the business owner, sometimes you have to be like a snake charmer. If you have a snake, you got to charm him. Good afternoon.
All right, good afternoon. For night, a snake charmer. Never heard that one before, but they always say you're never too old to learn. It's 1:28. Hello. Somebody is listening, but listen to the computer. What is happening on the computer? I will explain to you. You hear me like 1 minute after we had the conversation. Just turn on the volume on your computer and listen to me on your phone. You there?
I just did.
All right.
I'm sorry. As far as the retail outlets, or the Burger Kings and the McDonald's and the KFCs in America, the customer is always right. Because when you walk into one of those retail fast food places, there's always a 1-800 number. And if you're not treated right, you immediately would call that 1-800 number. And then you'd have to give your complaint, giving your name and your telephone number. After that is done, that number is not in the store. So the recipients of that call would call your store or call your area manager, call your store and said, well, look, we have had a complaint from Matt Peltier and he's not satisfied with the way he was treated. Then the manager would investigate, find out who was the supervisor or the other manager, if it's not him, that was on duty, also the worker. And regardless to who was right, the manager, according to the policy, especially at KFC, where I worked, the general manager's duty was to call Matt Pelty and apologize to Matt Pelty, regardless to whether Matt Pelty had come in there and beaten up the worker, and apologize to Matt Pelty and send Matt Pelty either a gift certificate or a coupon. That's how it's done in most of the fast food places. But as far as Dominica is concerned, I don't know if that is how it's done. Thank you very much, Matt.
All right, thank you very much. I know you were associated somewhat to KFC for a little while. What's the general policy there?
These franchises, global franchises, do have a very tight customer service complaint. Holding the position as quality manager for the past 3 years, this is one of the areas that we always do follow up. We follow up with the customer as well. However, I tend to disagree with the clients. Yes, sometimes you do reimburse the customer, but not because, quote unquote, the customer is always right. It depends on where your investigation has led you, and with regards to that, the managers or the person responsible for that department is always liaising with the person, whether they have to send them to the doctor, follow up with them and see what the doctor's results have been, we pay the doctor's bills and everything to get what the final analysis or decision is with regards to the person's complaint. If it happened to be a case where it's the employee was disrespected as well, that is also brought up to the person, and there is rapport going back and forth. If the fault is found with the franchise, then steps are taken to compensate the person as well. But it's a balance. So in a case like this, I wouldn't say that the employees are always wrong. If the employee is wrong, then after all the investigations, the employee is made to apologize if that has so happened. However, sometimes the customer has been found wanting as well. So I just wanted to make that, even though I am no longer with KFC, but that is what, as recent as January when I worked there, that was what the policy was.
All right, let's take another phone call there. Hello, talk to me. Sorry about that. Let's try to take another phone. Phone call, hello? Nobody there. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Matt.
Good afternoon, yes.
Matt, we the customers have a problem with certain supermarkets. Like, for instance, they say on Saturdays is no plastic day. And however, I have been into a certain supermarket in Goodwill Road, and then now they are selling the plastic 25 cents that day, and they say there's no plastic day. So that is wrong.
Some supermarkets say no plastic day, yet they offer the plastics at 25 cents.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, that is because, too, Matt,
they want to try to dissuade you.
Yeah, not only dissuade you, a lot of us, though we speak about we have ecotourism and we want to enhance our tourism product in that regard, we do not go with our bags. That is a fact. We say that there's so much we can do to, in that case, the customer is not right because they go without their bag. So in the effort to keep your customer, okay, today has been declared no bag day, I'm going to sell you 20, just as encouragement for persons to bring their bags. Because if we're talking of comparing with the other countries, look at the French territories right next to us. There are places where you go, you do not have a bag, you do not complain, you have to have a bag or you have to buy a bag. What is so wrong if you're trying now to encourage the reduction and recycling of such things as plastic bags, that I have to sell you 25 if today has been declared a no plastic day? What has been happening is persons have been leaving the groceries and going. So in effort of retaining their customers, I'm going to sell you 25 cents. So it is this one is us as being very patriotic and looking for the development of our country and our ecotourism, as well as reducing the use of plastic bags. And just remember to bring our plastic bags or use a box, ask them as the persons for a box. That is also customer service. Customer service is not only from the place of service or the retail outlet, it's also how we treat employees, how we treat the business places, because how we treat business places also keep them in business or shut them down.
All right. Somebody says she works in the UK. Going back to the point that you made earlier in terms of the price tag. Sometimes, you know, the item may be advertised at one price. You go into the supermarket and you see a different price. Somebody says, I worked in the retail business for some time in the UK, and in the UK there's a policy. If you have the wrong tag, you have 24 hours to change it, so that customer will not necessarily be given the item,
okay,
but the store will change that price in 24 hours.
Okay, they should. Okay, but I've known also in the States, if that is what is, maybe I'm wrong about the policy.
No, but you're right. I've seen it. I've seen it. Yes.
You have a right to give it to them at that price. But the UK has this policy, so it's something that we need to look at as well, you know, because we have too much of a laid back attitude that, oh, I'm sorry, and you know, and stuff like that. So that's one of the things that we can do in enhancing our customer service.
Are you there, caller? Caller, no. Let's check another call. Yes. Hello.
Yes.
Yes. Hello.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you now.
And this is who?
This is Q95 Radio. I suspect you called the wrong number. Sorry about that. 136.
Matt.
Yes.
I call back again. I do not satisfy with the lady because, for instance, most of the bags, most of the bags that have, let's say, sugar or it have biscuit is plastic. You understand?
Uh-huh.
So most of it, if you want to buy chicken, you may get it in a plastic. Meat, you get it in a plastic. So why is the plastic bag they are charging 25 cents?
But they're telling you when you leave home, carry your bag so you could carry your items in. I get your point. These items are served in plastic bags. We're talking about chicken, sugar, flour. You know, how do you get a read of of this packaging and using plastic? That's a very important point. But I think it's just a phasing out, you know, program that's going on. So maybe soon these items will not be served in plastic. Hello.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
I tell you about in the French country. Yeah, they serve you with you have to buy a bag.
Yes.
But they're telling you quality bag.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the old stuff they're giving you by a Stefan and so on. When you're walking, it's based on with you. I do go in the French country. If you go by e-commerce, you go by Carrefour, you have to pay €1 for one bag.
Uh-huh.
You have a quality bag, man. Not what they're giving us in those.
So would you pay the same in Dominica? You talk about €1 which is like $3. Would you pay $3 for a bag in Dominica? Would you do the same?
Yes, but if they have quality bag.
All right, let's put some pressure on these supermarkets to provide some quality bags at this stage. Hello, talk to me, because the customers are not happy. Hello, talk to me. Yes? Hello? Nobody there. We're going to take a break and we'll come back. We're talking customer relations. Is the customer always right? We're coming back.
The West Coast Cooperative Credit Union presents Holiday Loans. It's that special time of year, so to bring you joy and cheer. The West Coast Cooperative Credit Union got holiday loans for you and me. Pay just $225 monthly on a $2,500 loan, $135 on a $1,500 loan, and $90 on a $1,000 loan. Holiday loan, holiday loan, holiday loan. It's the season for giving. The West Coast Cooperative Credit Union got holiday loans for you and me.
Terms and conditions apply.
People of New York and the tri-state area, Cloud9 presents the Rough and Ready Band Christmas Spectacular. On Saturday, December 24th at the Pyramid Lounge, upstairs Cholo Bakery on 3825 White Plains Road in the Bronx, New York, 10467. Ready Christmas Spectacular. Merry Christmas, everybody. Yes, the first ever Rough and Ready Christmas Spectacular, alongside the Demolition Band, DJ Fountain, and Sugar Shane. Ticket outlets: Cloud9 Beauty Salon, 973 East 233rd Street, Cholo Bakery, 3825 White Plains Road in the Bronx. The first first ever Rough and Ready Christmas Spectacular in the Bronx. The Demolition Band, DJ Falcon and the Sugar Shane. Tickets are only $35 in advance. You better be there. You have to be there.
When Maria sent money home for the holidays, her niece got to enjoy an amazing new dress. And she got to make her feel beautiful. It's amazing how much you receive when you send money. MoneyGram, bringing you closer.
Mrs. Philbert Dubuti be your high heel happy lotla anlame because it break. Iheli, there should be a vehicle maintenance man patrolling every mile of road in Dominica for things like that. It's daytime flat laplik hatobe and it's a Monday morning. Modi, have you heard of Triple R? Idi momoka paliko double kwadimoko triple. Modi, relax man because Triple R is the answer to your problem. Yes, sir. On the Kenfield Highway at the Highway Auto Center just after the Kenfield Massac School is your night in shining armor. Or Pilmunka drive back on it and ye could what you except to put gas and drive. Like this lady, your vehicle needs oil, ma'am. Yeah, coconut oil. Ebe you play uwa. Ebe call the professionals. Uni your problema. Asushime, your battery dead, flat tire. Who run short, or you need fluid service. Who lakle wanvoatiwa. Or you jam chakoti and you need towing service. Aniki 235 or 613-3355. The Memco Mrs. Dotfire. Help is on the way. As low as $24 a month or $240 a year. 235-613-3355. Rapid roadside rescue. Triple R. You're too away when you are not.
Dragon Windows celebrates 15 years and welcomes you to celebrate this Christmas into the new year. From December 15 to January 31, it's volume-based discounts up to 10% on orders for various series, windows, doors, rails, fencing, shutters, up to 50% off on stock and showroom clearance sales. With a chance to the Dragon Lucky Draws for fantastic household items with orders of $2,000 and more. Christmas presents, New Year's gifts. Come check out Dragon Windows for Collet
for the best deals
and gifts this season.
Super special offer from Esau Trading Limited Furniture Store. Buy L-shaped sofa set or selected 3-piece sofa sets and get free 1 microwave oven. Buy selected 2-piece sofa sets or 3-seat recliners and get 1 electric oven free. Buy any single bunk bed and get 2 pillows free. Buy double bunk bed and get 4 pillows free. Buy any foam mattress, single, double or queen size and get 15% cash discount. Buy any foam mattress and matching divan and get 15% cash discount. Buy any size washing machine and get 1 5-kilogram Sunny powder detergent free. 20% discount on all bed sheets. All at Esau Trading Limited on 106 Independent Street today for great savings.
Back here in the afternoon and Talk on the Block. More telephone calls coming in. Of course, the focus for the past 2 weeks, customer relation. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, yes.
I think we need to read a little more. I think we should read that book, The Customer Comes Second, by Hal E. Rosenbluth. This book is a very, very educational and honestly.
What is it saying in a nutshell? What's it saying?
It says that you have to treat your staff good and you see the results of your good treatment. Your staff is more important.
Your focus is the employers should treat the staff, the point you were making earlier, Kathy, in a nice way and they'll get the results.
Yes, man. There's even a review that says, put your people first and watch them kick butt.
What about employers that go out of the way to treat the staff well, and some of the employees still have some bad attitudes? What do you do with that? The staff like that.
The world have 8 billion people. Everybody has a different fingerprint. That book helps you weed out the staff.
Okay.
Like those you talk about. That book helps you weed them out.
All right, give me the name of that book again. I really like to read it.
The customer comes second.
All right, thank you very much. Kathy, you know about that one?
Yeah, actually it was the same reference I made to the Huffington Post.
Okay.
Which mentions that that author as well, Hall Rosenbluth, would put the customer second, which is what is the points we were making, we began as well. If you really treat your employees well, they develop a sense of belonging
maybe
to the
we should
company.
get into some training for the employers themselves. We always
Yes.
think that the employees need training, but sometimes
a lot of times,
the employers, the managers have some bad attitudes themselves, huh?
A lot of times there are training programs put out for managers or top executives,
Right.
and they send representatives. So you're more or less
And really,
like speaking
they
to.
need the training.
So it really has to come from internally. It really has to come from a request from the deep desire. You know, like what we call a political will. It has to be the business will of the entire corporation that they see the need within themselves and are willing to do this training, because persons or high executives always see training as a waste of their time as opposed to an investment into the business.
You know, I use a gauge a lot of times to determine whether that business place, the employees are happy there. And you know one gauge I use? The clock. If it's 5 to 4,
yes, that can be
done or not, they want to get out of there. Because they don't want to be in there. And by 4 o'clock, I can guarantee if the phone rings, nobody picks it up. They want to go home. But usually, if they're very happy, they will stay an extra half an hour, even if they're not paid. But they will stay. That can tell you really, whether they're happy. Let's move on. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Talking about customer relationship. When you go buy the chain and you buy something and you buy 2 days, mash up tomorrow, you bring it back. To hear how the Chinese them getting on with you. They will not say, well, let them talk to you or take this thing and tell you. They will compromise with you. They making noise with you. How kind of Chinese talk in your head for your money you spend?
Not all Chinese stores. I can, not like I promote in Shine Union, but I usually have a good relationship with the staff there. And if you take it back, most times you can explain what just happened. They might take it back.
That is not the Shine Union.
Well, I'm just telling you because you said Chinese. I'm saying not all the Chinese stores.
Okay, those are by bars on your map. Was there, Matt?
Oh, okay.
Matt, they have a dirty attitude in them. Matt, I bought a pull-on bag a Saturday. When I buy the bag, I go to the market. If the will come out, I go back and bring it back for the Chinese. He want to beat me all over the bush, tell me, oh, you use it and I'm not supposed to change it for you. My money I spend on buy a bag. The man, he don't know what he's doing. I was mad.
Somebody just reminded me there very quickly. You may be right, my friend, that the Shine Union is is Taiwanese and not Chinese. Maybe different culture. Different culture. Hello, talk. How is it?
We have to be aware too of the quality we pay for.
Yes.
You get what you pay for.
True. Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, yes.
The last caller just touched on a little piece of what I'm thinking. In that whole discourse, where does signs such as no refunds or no returns, we don't accept, where does that fit? Tell me.
You want to help with this? If you come in, for example, you see a sign on the wall saying no refunds.
But that is the policy of the business place. If it tells you no refunds, it's your option not to buy.
So that's your
money
problem.
Is in your pocket. So if you see all this signage up and they can refer you, because in a way it's a contract. It tells you no refund, you still go ahead and buy. You are agreeing to the policy. If it gets damaged, don't bring it back.
That's the point. Are you there, caller?
Yes, I'm there. I'm just laughing. Anyway, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. That's a significant point. Sometimes we buy and we don't read.
All right. Well, that's why, there is, I don't want to criticize or culture, but, they say that's the way you can sell a black man, because we don't read, put it in print. So we need to read. As the gentleman earlier on made mention, we need to read and we need to inform ourselves.
All right, let's take another phone call. We're quickly coming out of time. Yes.
Yeah, listen to me. Let me tell you. Supposing they know this thing was not good, you were not there with them and they put and you like it, and they know it's not going to sell. How you know they visited it and it's not going to, because if they know it's good, they allow you to buy it and then you're saying no refund. That's
So why don't you try it in the store?
try it. Sometimes you cannot try it. It's not electrical.
What's that?
Sometimes it's not something that's electrical to try.
Sometimes, yeah, you're making a point there, but you're taking that chance because.
And let me tell you another thing I saw there again. I went to a store that some girls employ and some of them vex one another. When the people come and purchase something, the one that was vexing, the one that could help the other one, turn her back and send in the girl and help that one. Bad attitude, and I was there. I even get myself in trouble with that.
Anyway, let's take another phone call, boy. Look, stories this afternoon here. The 151, hello. Yes.
The book, as though he's such a big authority. He has to understand he was talking about one segment of transactions, One segment he was talking about. So much authority. I think, Mark, you and the lady making much sense with all what you all are saying there than what the man read.
All right, good. Good afternoon to you. Talk on the block. It's just different opinions. Hello, talk to me. We have to agree sometimes to just disagree. Hello.
I don't agree with your lady here. Because you go to a store and it is written no refund, that you should not buy there or you are at your own risk. This thing came from the Dominican people at their stores, so the foreigners are using the same tactics. But let me warn this lady here. Your policy, ma'am, does not...
She didn't tell you not to buy. She's telling you if you buy, you should read first. That's all she was saying.
We understand that, my friend, but let me inform the lady. Policy is not law. I can take you before the court and win you based on your policy. Because you have a license to operate in the cell and you have no refund. That doesn't mean that it applies to me. I can go to court with you and win that matter again.
And you'll tell the court that you read?
Quality is a matter of perception. And quality is different for everybody else. My quality as if I want to pay $120 for something as opposed to paying $1,000 for it. It depends on what I see. It's a matter of perception from your point of view. If you go into a store and you know what the quality of that store is, based on the price range and what their trend is, and what is already their reputation on their products, and you choose to go in there in spite of their policy being printed, because if you take someone to court for their policy being in your face, you are not going to win, sir. Because right there, right up, as long as they have their signage obviously placed for you to see, that is already their policy warning you that if you buy something in their store, you are accepting to the terms and conditions of the items and their selling practices.
Are you still the caller?
Yes, but my friend, your terms of conditions may not apply under the law. And that is why I believe, in truth, I have been telling you, my friend, we need consumer protection laws on the island.
All right, well, we'll have to explore that. It's 153. Hello.
Yes, Matt. A while ago there, I hear you all was saying about, like, if it making 5 to 4, then people always ready to move. But you can remember in another incident at the hospital, a nurse come early in advance to try to warm up the machine and she gets electrified. And then the government end up giving a loss. So I feel them think they're not fair. You understand? Because here it is right now, I am working and I on leave right now. And the reason why I taking leave on Christmas time, because I know on Christmas time I wouldn't get paid, so it don't make any sense of not getting paid on Christmas time and still working. So, however, we are not treated fair in Dominica. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We didn't say that you were not treated fair. We just said that sometimes that's an indication of whether your employee is happy or not. You come to this office and it's 5 to 4. You want to get something done, and they'll say, "Sorry, sir, I can't help you. I'm ready to go." You see that all the time, Kathy?
Yes, we see that a lot of times, as well as you see there are customers who stay back on their lunch break after 4 to help customers as well. So there is a balance, and hopefully we'll see more of it, and we'll see more of it during the Christmas cheer or the season cheer, to try to make, one of the things I miss about Christmas, before when I was a little girl, you walk around town, you see all the lights and hear all the music.
You're not a little girl anymore, Kathy?
There's always a little girl in all of us. But you would love to go window shopping, but no,
you don't see that.
You don't see that. But on Sunday I was impressed by Gruyave with all the lights. This is what we talk about, bringing in your customers, and allowing your customers. So let me say a shout out to them at Gruyave. The building is beautifully lit up in the evenings, and again, if that's the only thing we can go to look at, So this is a way of also extending your thankfulness to your customers. But now we're talking about copyright, which is fine, and you cannot play music and everything else like that. How do you make your customers want to stay in your store, as well as how do you make your employees feel the cheer of Christmas? So it's a give and take, as we wrong enough. I just want to summarize with that. It's a give and take. Employers have to treat the employees good, make them feel a sense of belonging, create the environment in which they want to stay to do work, because you spend 8 hours or more in that, and these people you spend this time with, they are your family, whether you like it or not. The employees, sometimes regardless of how you're treated, you're dealing with people, and just a smile, going out of your way to smile for someone, we do not know what is going on in that person's head. By just smiling or going out of your way for that person changes that whole person's direction. Customers coming in as well, consider that you're dealing with people. Watch your respect, how you talk to persons, how you request changes, how you ask, and you can nicely tell someone, well, ma'am, you're being disrespectful to me. My money's in my pocket, but you should show some more customer respect. So hopefully this series can help enlighten everybody in how to deal with each other with respect.
We'll continue after the holidays, Kathy.
Yes.
Okay. Next week, is it a holiday or not a holiday? I'm getting different.
Well, we're celebrating Monday as Christmas, so Tuesday would be Boxing Day.
Yeah. Some people are saying, differently, but we'll try to get the confirmation from the authorities to find out what's going on.
And before I go, I want to give a shout out to DDA staff, because I'm here right now. They should be. I am doing 2 years now at DDA, and it's been a wonderful experience. And talking about customer service, sometimes I'm new, so everybody has been really, really helpful, and I want to say thank you to Samantha Lita, who has been a really, really good support and facilities. So in terms of giving treating our stakeholders in the accommodation sector, and the taxi operators and the tour operators and the tour guides, treating them with customer service, we are striving to do that with them. And I want to wish everybody in the sector as well a happy season and a prosperous 2017.
Maybe we'll just spend some time next year on the relationship there between the bus driver, the taxi driver, and the tourist in the new year.
Yes.
A lot of that. All right, thank you very much. It is a pleasure. Season's greetings. Enjoy the rest of the year, Kathy. We'll talk again in the new year.
In the new year.
We'll do
all the best to you, Matt.
We'll do a lot more. Thank you very much. Thanks talking to you. A nice talking. It's 1:58 in the afternoon. Let's do this as we go.